Hi there, my name is Mark Wood. I'm 59 years old. I decided to make a video just to give people a snapshot of what's going on and to help you along with what I found was helpful. I did a lot of research about congestive heart failure and didn't really know anything about it. Um, I was diagnosed with it back in November, around Thanksgiving of 2017. This is about 90 days later. Um, so anyway, I was diagnosed with it. I had trouble breathing for almost a year. Went to patient first and told them I had uh, chest pains and shortness of breath. And they said uh, it wasn't anything with my heart. They said I was too healthy looking, and I had pneumonia. So they gave me antibiotics for about 10 days, and I took that. And I thought I was just getting old. I thought it was a challenge of getting old, getting more candles on my birthday cake. And that was in March, the first time they diagnosed me with pneumonia, and I went again in October, struggling to breathe again. And I told them what was going on, chest pain, shortness of breath. And they said, "You're too healthy, you got pneumonia again." And they gave me antibiotics, and uh, the radiologist called me about 2 days later and said, "Mark, I think they might have misdiagnosed you. It not getting the same picture as I think that they saw." And anyway, I didn't want to go back to those guys because it had gotten much serious then, and I was really, I thought it was in my head. I thought I was building a lot of it up in my head, and I thought I was panicking almost because I couldn't breathe. I was sitting up in the bed 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, pulling my T-shirt down. Um, Even that felt like it was strangling me. Uh, so I did all the remedies that your grandparents have told you about when you were a kid, like putting your head over steam water and things like that, and that just wasn't working. So I drove to the hospital, and I was getting pretty faint. I was kind of fading in and out, very lightheaded. And anyway, when I got to the hospital, they had examined me and said, "You have congestive heart failure." I had about 27 pounds of fluid in my lungs, and that was what was going on. When I laid down, that fluid was leveling out in my lungs, and it was like drowning. It was basically drowning. They said I was drowning. And I was very fortunate because I was exercising, doing 100 push-ups a day. And I thought, wow, this is getting challenging. It's really hard. This getting old stuff. So that was good news. I mean, getting old is not all that bad. Not as bad as I thought it was. So I went through that process, and they got a life vest on me now. It's basically looks like a sports bra for a guy, really fruity looking. But hey, it works. It's got a battery on your left part of your chest, and then two in the back, and with some sensors that go around your body and continuously senses your heart. Any irregularity, it would kick that off if your heart were to go out. And so it's a defibrillator, but it's on the exterior of your body. And I've been wearing that about 90 days. So uh, I changed the battery once a day and things like that. That's a bridge to get me a defibrillator that's on the inside. And the insurance companies usually want you to wear this life vest for 90 days so they don't just jump into another expense. So that is maturing about next week, and I'm at the hospital now with HCA, and they are going to put in a defibrillator in another week or two. I was very fortunate to meet Dr. Keller's team. Dr. Andrew Keller, fantastic guy. They got him from Northern Virginia. Joan, his coordinator, a great person. Uh, these guys really are educated. They're very smart. They lay out the options for you. Hopefully, if you've been fortunate and took care of yourself somewhat, there seems to be some options available. Obviously, to a point, there's more options, I think, if you're in better condition. Now, my LV infraction was diagnosed at 5 to 10%. That is not good at all. There's no room for error whatsoever. Um, and it still is that way. But this team that I got is amazing. They give you the proper medicine and they don't go to any rash decisions and, uh, nothing irrational. They don't want to jog anything too quickly. So you do spend a little time in the hospital while they're tweaking meds, etc. But the Entresto they have me on, I haven't really responded to that. It's supposed to be amazing medicine. I'm sure it is. I'm just not responding to that the way they would like me to. So they have given me some options out there. One is to get the defibrillator out and in my chest, and there's a LVAD, which is a left ventricle assisted device. It's basically a motor that works, almost replaces your heart. It does the work of your heart, and it's this plumbing almost with a motor in it, and your heart is, your body's dependent on that, so you don't have a pulse. That motor continuously circulates your blood, so you don't have a pulse, a thump, 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 thump. You have a continuous motor that's running it through your system, kind of like a bionic man kind of thing. It's really cool. Um, I don't have it yet. I'm speaking like I have it, but I'm on that journey to get it, and I'm excited about it. There's not many options other than to get it, and that would also bridge me to get a heart transplant. So that's where I'm at right now, is waiting to get the defibrillator, and then I would get the LVAD, which is also dependent on batteries, and you plug yourself into the wall at night, etc. You still have to obviously take care of yourself, but that's what makes us work better, is taking care of ourselves, and I'm all about that part of the program. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll get back with you guys and let you know the progress as it goes on. Thank you.